Okay, so these are my GoPro fingers, and I put a little mark on them. Right there, you can see it. And I'm going to drill a hole in them for my tether with this drill press right here, a benchtop drill press. Hopefully it'll work. And I'm going to start out with a 3/64 drill bit. It's really super small, but probably break, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, we got her set up. I'm going to drill a hole into that stuff. Okay, so here's me drilling. I'm real cautious at first. I didn't know how it was going to react, and just put little holes in it. Then I finally punched through, and after I punched through, I decided, you know, I'm going to drill a bit bigger of a hole. So I went from a 3/64 inch drill to a 1/16, and wow, that worked out pretty good. So you know what? I put a little string through there, for tethers through there, and I thought I could make a bigger hole. So I decided to put a 5/64 inch drill, and I drilled through that, and I put the tether through there, and I can still go bigger, you know what? So I decided to go with a 3/32 inch drill bit, and so that was my last attempt there, and so I could put bigger tethers through there. Okay, finished. Started out with a 3/64 inch drill. And once I got that done, I moved up to a 1/16 inch drill. And then I moved up to a 5/64 inch drill bit. And then my final one was a 3/32 inch drill bit. And I drilled a hole through the thing there, through the feet. And yeah, we'll see how it works here. Okay, so when you get these little GoPro feet, this is the one I drilled a hole in. When you get them, they come with a little tool to unscrew them, and it's a special tool. So actually it comes with the feet, and I suppose that's why it costs $19. But anyway, I'm gonna proceed to take these feet off here and put the other ones on here. Okay, so I started taking these little tiny screws out of there, and they're kind of hard to handle, especially when you put them back in. They're really hard to handle. But when I took them out, I noticed they had some blue Loctite on them, so I ended up putting some blue Loctite back on them and screwing them back down. And it was a pretty easy job, though. Okay, I finished taking the ones that were on there off, and I put the one with the drill hole in it right there, as you can see. And all right, now I'm ready to thread the needle on this guy and see if it works. Now there's the lock screw nut put in there. You can see the drill hole is partially covered up right there. So now I'll thread the tether through there. Okay, so I bought these GoPro camera tethers, and I'm gonna try to thread these through that hole. Okay, so I unpackaged them, and you got these adhesives here, which I'm not a real fan of adhesives, because in the hot weather they can really come unglued, and I've had that happen. So anyway, I'm gonna try these GoPro tethers here, see if I can't wrap it around here. Kind of make the loop like that, and just kind of try to get this loop through that little hole there. Okay, well, so it was pretty easy. I just folded that thing in half and just kind of shoved it through. As you can see right there, it's through there. I'm gonna pull it through now. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my fingers and try to pinch it and pull it through here, see what happens. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Comes through no problem. And it's not binding up or nothing, just being able to slide back and forth through there. So yeah, so you can get two of those through there if you need to. Okay, so I put my quick disconnect, quick release plate on there, and you can see the tether right there. Now it's kind of pinching right there where it goes in the hole there, but you can't really slide it out and push it back in. I wish I would have drilled my hole just a little bit higher towards the top of the GoPro, and that would have been, even with this thing mounted on there, then I would have been able to slide that tether back and forth. But right now it's kind of bind it in there, which is okay. I bought these really small quick release tether buckles off of Amazon from Team Tether for $6.48. I'm going to use them to tether my GoPro, and as you can see, they're only about an inch long there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1/2 millimeter tether out of this quick release buckle and replace it with the GoPro tether that came with the GoPro package there. And what I'm going to do is just pinch this apart here and have it, and I'm going to feed this thing up here through there and have it come out the top and just pull it out of there, and then just going to feed this GoPro one, which is 1 millimeter thick, right back down inside here, and that's going to take a little bit, so I'll get back to you. Okay, so I fed it through there with the help of this dental tool you get from the dental office from scraping your teeth, and then I'll pull it through there, and the knot, I have to pull a little hard to get that knot there. I'll get back to you on that. Okay, so I finished up, and I got the GoPro 1 millimeter tether through it, and then what I'll do is I'll just put this snap in there like that, and I'll put the other GoPro tether on that side. And if you noticed on the Amazon website, it says these things are not currently available anymore. So I went ahead and found a couple others. I'll show you the site right here. I ended up ordering some more of those just for fun. I like those other ones better, but I'm just going to use these for now. So I use a Nolan helmet with a Sena Evo communicator, and I have a Contour camera 1080p on the helmet. And it just instant on, as soon as you flip that baby up with the glove, it's on, and shut it back off. On the helmet itself, it's a fantastic camera, but if you try to mount it to the bike, it's very shaky when the film comes out. And so it doesn't have any stabilization on it. But what I do like about it is that it instantly just slides off if you want. And then if you want to put it back on, just put it on a rail. So if you go in your restaurant or something, you can take it right off. But what I don't like about it is these adhesive mounts. Several years back, I left my helmet out in direct heat, 80 degrees out was all, and it softened up the adhesive behind there. And next thing you know, I'm riding down the road after I mounted it back on, and my camera just fell off and went bouncing down the road. I didn't have it tethered, because the only way you can really tether it on a helmet is with another adhesive. So I just learned to put my helmet out of the sun, or cover this area of my helmet when I get off my bike and when the sun's out. And since it does take 1080p pictures, and they're pretty good, I just didn't want this big old GoPro hanging on the side of my helmet there. I like the round cylinder style, more aerodynamic. Okay, here's the front fork mount, the GoPro, and here's the tether hanging out right here. And what I did is I put a 1/2 millimeter tether, a short one, around this bolt right here to tether the GoPro on here. I'll just take this other part of the tether and just kind of slip it up through there and make a big loop here, like so, and slip it through, pull it tight, and then grab the tether down here and just snap them together. Now there you go, it's tethered. However, I don't like things blowing around in the wind like that, so I'll end up doing something. I just wanted to give you an idea what a guy could do, and I like to mount them on these quick release mounts right here, the GoPro quick release mount. This is a swivel mount. As you can see, it swivels this way. You can turn the thing completely around if you want that way, and they're pretty solid, and you can do them any way you want. And I have quick release mounts on all of them. Okay, let's just say it did come loose from its perch at 60 miles an hour and it starts dangling around in there. Well, it's going to dangle pretty violently in here, and hopefully I would notice it. But if I don't notice it, one thing's for certain: there's not enough of this dangling to go in the wheel right there, to get caught up in the wheel. And that's what my whole goal was. I just didn't want it to get caught up in that wheel. And another good thing about the GoPro is it's Bluetooth connected to my iPhone, and so therefore I can turn the GoPro on and off, and I can turn the recording on and off from my handlebar mounted where I put my iPhone right there, and it's very convenient to do that from up top there. And this is how I got it mounted on my windshield, and you can see the tether right there, just snapped in there. Well, it's not quite, but right. Anyway, I wrap it around there a couple times and wrap it around there, but you can see how different motorcycles will be different ways of doing your tether, but that's just one way. What I do like about having it mounted there is I can reach around while I'm driving and actually hit the record button and stop the record button there. So that's real convenient for me. And then here's it mounted on the rear trunk, and as you can see, I got it tethered right there and just wrapped around there. Again, you have different motorcycles and you're going to tether yours your own way. I'm not a fan of leftover slack, so I'll make mine pretty tight. And yeah, if it ever falls off here, it'll probably fall off in this area and scratch the heck out of everything, but I don't want to lose my camera. And again, I have these quick release buckles. These just snap them together and the whole thing just slides right out. And also I have this bicycle motorcycle bar mount, and I really like how you can push this button down and you can just actually turn this whole thing this way if you want. Look back that way if you want, and back this way. And also I do like the swivel mounts. The swivel mounts can, like I say, go back this side. They're on a ball, so they can go forward, go backwards, and you can even turn them like this if you wanted to, but it's easier just to use this button here on this bicycle mount here. But yeah, I really like them, and like I say, you can fine-tune them. That's what I'm going to do after I leave you guys here. I'm going to redo all these tethers on these bikes so there's no wind movement in them at all, and so I just like to have a real short tether.